We're going to start things off with a hummus. It's basically a Middle Eastern style dip, but it's used a lot in sandwiches and just as an appetizer on its own. You can eat it, it's really good on a grilled pita, which is how we're going to do it. To do that, we're going to start with 2 cans of chickpeas. You kind of want to take them out of a can, they come canned, rinse them, get them good to go. We're going to put them, about half of them, in a blender. You could do this in a food processor. I don't have one, I just have a good old blender. And then we're going to take some tahini. Tahini is a sesame paste. It's a lot like peanut butter in its consistency. We're going to take 2/3 of a cup of tahini and put that in there. Tahini you'll actually find near peanut butter or the peanut butter and jelly aisle of your grocery store. Then we're going to take a 1/2 cup of olive oil and a whole lemon. We're going to actually juice it into the blender. To get a lemon really juicy, if you take it and roll it before you actually squeeze it, it'll be really good and easier to squeeze and juice. So we'll take a whole lemon, let it go. Be careful, lemon juice in the eye is never good. Kind of burns. I speak from experience. So we got 1/2. We'll get that out. We'll do the other half. So this is about 1/4 of a cup to a 1/2 a cup, somewhere in there. If you watched the show before, I don't really measure. We're going to add the rest of the garbanzo beans, or chickpeas as they're called sometimes. We're going to take this over to our blender with about a 1/2 a cup of water. I'm going to start it going. And we're going to add some of that water to kind of mix things up a little bit. Get it going. I'm going to grab a spoon, a wooden spoon. Be careful, don't ever put objects into a blender without being careful and making sure it's off, because that's a disaster and I'm not taking liability for it. Just keep going through and doing that. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, so it took a little while, it took a couple minutes to get the chickpeas and the tahini mixed together into the right consistency. We're going to take that and put it back over into a bowl. To do that, I'm just going to put it in. And then I've got on the stove, I've got a pan. It's going to be heating on medium to high heat. In that, we're going to learn how to kind of toast a pita and get it good. So if you're not familiar with hummus, it's just kind of a thick, pasty substance. It's kind of lumpy, like a mix between peanut butter and tapioca pudding. I really like it. It makes great filler on a sandwich, and it's good for you too, so check it out. So we're going to move over here. I've got a little pan. I'm going to turn on a medium-high heat. Get a little olive oil in it. Get it going. I'm just going to throw straight on some pita bread. And we're going to grill this until it's a little golden brown and kind of stiff on both sides. And then we're going to take it off the heat, cut it up, and get ready to eat it. So this will be that fast motion stuff that's really good because I'm good with my hands.
Cuisine is looking for people to work on its new crew. If you have a passion for cameras or like working on computers, maybe you like the behind-the-scenes stuff or just want to see what it's like on a TV set, email us at tv62food@gmail.com or come by the TV62 studios every Thursday night at 9 for our weekly meetings. TV62 studios are located on the bottom floor of the Student Media Building.